Okay, Bernoulli Trials. Bernoulli Trials are special in that they're only two outcomes. Two outcomes only for a Bernoulli trial. We're going to say success or failure are the two different outcomes that you can get. That seems very similar to our binomial probability from last year. Here, a Bernoulli trial has to be a single event. So it's a special binomial probability, and that it's just one event. It's a very simple way of looking at binomial probability. We will continue to look at binomial probability, don't you worry. But we need to consider Bernoulli trials where there is a success and failure, but the event or the trial or the experiment is only happening once. It's not all that challenging in the syllabus. What we need to do is we need to identify the context that Bernoulli can be modelled by, and clearly that's two outcome situations where there's success, failure. Let's take 2 seconds to run through some. Let's just say we're checking the colour of your eyes. Would that be a Bernoulli trial? Let's see if you can answer that before I do. Let's go with what more failure, because colour of your eyes can be lots of different things. It's not just success or failure. Here, can we do what is your hair blonde? Well, that's yes or no, so that's success, failure. That's no problem. That could be a Bernoulli trial. Drawing an ace from a deck of cards, well, it either is an ace, which is success, or it's not an ace, so that's failure, so that's no problem. If a vaccine is effective, well, it can either be effective or it cannot be effective. So that could be a Bernoulli trial. You roll 2 die and multiply the numbers together. So that one can't be, because what are we looking at? There's 6 outcomes on each die and we're just multiplying them together. What's the success and what's the failure? How about you draw 3 balls successively from a bag containing some different colour balls? So here, even if we're just looking for is the ball red, the problem here is successively. So, and we're also doing multiple things. So a binomial is only one event. Here we're doing multiple events. This would not even be a binomial probability, because if you're drawing the ball successively, then the chance of you drawing a red actually changes each time you draw the ball. So that's not binomial, that's not Bernoulli, it's nothing. Lastly, a student gets to class on time. Well, clearly, if you're my student, you are on time. But yes, generally we're going to go, yes, that could be either you're on time or you're not on time. Pretty basic. It's really binomial probability revision, and even simpler than that because it's one event.